welcome to another Flow State Tarot video. Today we have 3 different decks and we're just going to do a little collective reading about the spring equinox, which is today. So I'm uploading a day early here, but I wanted to just kind of get a read into how this season was going to go for us. I know if you're like me, I am very excited for the warm weather. Oh, we had something flipped over there. Whoops. Excited for the warm weather. I'm not a winter girl. So I'm very excited to be warmed up again, defrosting, being able to get outside much more often, and hosting community events and giving you guys guidance. It's time for us to focus in on, sorry, my deck is a mess here, clearly, how we might grow in this season, and just like the plants around us and the new air, the new energy, what we can focus on in our lives, big and small. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. I'm going to pull a few conscious spirit oracle cards. And I'm also going to pull 1 or 2 mantra cards from the self-love deck that I created, things that we can repeat to ourselves, not only today, but as the sun starts to emerge more and more over the next few months. So I hope you all have been well. I'm just experimenting with different ways of doing readings to see what sits with people well, what people think about the collective versus the pick-a-pile readings. I'm curious what you guys think. For my regular watchers, what do you guys prefer? Do you guys like to pick a pile? Do you like a collective reading so that you can take what resonates and leave the rest there? Do you like some combination of both, with maybe a collective at the beginning and 2 or 3 piles to pick after that? Really just trying to evolve this year with my channel, because I've been doing this for a while now. I work with clients independently more often than I post, I guess, but I really like to connect with you all. I like to hear when things resonate. I like to hear that something positive has come to your life because of the messages you received, and whether this is just a supplemental practice to your own or something new in your life that you've been doing recently. I would love to hear from you down in the comments. And we're going to pull a mantra card. But make sure you take a few moments to center yourself so that you can take in the messages that are meant for you and let go of the world's expectations and let your true light shine. So that's our mantra that we're going to have for this next month or so. Let go of the world's expectations. So there could be a focus in this time of doing things that are correct for you, giving the energy that you want to bring to the room, regardless of what other people think, which honestly, I know it is easier said than done. But when we practice this, it helps us to feel more comfortable in that energy. So especially if we aren't necessarily feeling like that's easily accessible for us, the more we practice anything, the easier it gets for us. So I just want to tell you that you are safe. You are safe to be who you want to be. Starting with the Warden of Cups, there's a very into yourself kind of energy. You're feeling good about the decisions that you make, and you know that your cup is right there, whether it's full or not. We don't know, but you know. And it gives you this empowering energy to make decisions and to flow with what's happening around you in the environments that you're in. It's a very promising thing to feel our power, because like anything else in life, it can come and go, right? Feeling like we are able to make clear decisions for what we want in our life and what we want to achieve. It's knowing that at any time we can reach out for those resources that are in our tool belt or near us that we've built over time that may be accessible through family and friends, and just having that faith in ourselves. That's really the grounding message for this reading, is having faith and belief in ourselves and letting us be who we truly are. We have the Seven of Crystals in reverse. So there's a lot around you right now. There's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of things that you've been working towards. And a lot of times when we have things that are in reverse or feeling blocked, it's again good to look inside of ourselves, right? To look in our heart, to look in our mind, to maybe learn what subconscious things that we've been telling ourselves that may be making us feel like we don't have the things that are showing up in our life. So these are all in bloom, right? It's there for us. We're right next to it. But for some reason, it's like we're not facing it and we're looking away from it. And it's like wanting more. But there's so much there for us to have if we took a moment to slow down and also change our perspective a little bit, to turn around and say, oh, wow, look what's there. Look at these beautiful things that I can add into my life. There's really just a lot of messaging here about following your path and learning your inner self, starting from letting go of the world's expectations, letting our true light shine, feeling comfortable in our skin, moving on our own path, right? I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. So making these choices, right, that are good for us. And notice how there's like a crystal here as well. And that's kind of leading up to these, this union kind of energy with the same kind of light circling through here, which is reach out, your hand and your heart to connect and unite all of humanity. It's important for you to be able to tap into that form of self and to be able to express yourself, not only for the ease of your own life, but when you share with other people and you're around other people, that energy, it rubs off on other people in a positive way, where people see how you carry yourself and how you go through things in your life, and it inspires them to move in a similar way in the avenues of their own life. So you're like this light, you're not worried about what the world wants for you. You're being who you need to be for the world. Same with this 10 of crystals in reverse. Lots of crystal imagery. It could be good to get some crystals of your own that, if you don't have any, or maybe bring out some ones that you haven't been using as much lately and put them around you in your spaces to remind yourself that there is abundance everywhere. Because again, you have this very strong, put together attitude, this confidence, and this spirit that you have so much behind you, you have so much in your corner. And in this spring, it's all just blooming continuously. And to be able to access the fruits of your labor, your life, your guides, the energy around you, it really wants you to recognize those things that you really desire. So instead of thinking about what the world expects of you, maybe think of what you expect of yourself or what you want from yourself. And it could help to even write this down, because sometimes life is going so quickly that it's easy to almost forget or lose track of the things that make sense for us and the things that we want to call in. So important numbers here being 21, 12, which is cool because it's reverse of each other, right? 10, 7. Also, just what's popping into my mind is 6. It's a season of new growth, and so also taking time to pull out thoughts or ideas that had never belonged to you in the first place is also really important to do. So kind of going through the garden of your mind and thinking, who put these beliefs here, and do I believe in them? Do they help me move forward in the ways that I hope to in my own life? And that can help you make decisions too, because the more we know about ourselves and the more we know about our desires and our dreams, you know, the easier it is to make choices, because there are always going to be choices and there will always be an abundance of choices. So the more clarity we have, the more ease we will feel. I'm going to pull out this beautiful magic 8-ball that my friend gave to me so that you guys can think about a question that may have come up during this reading. And we're going to go ahead, focus on that question, and we're getting an answer, because I love to use this thing and I don't use it enough. So it's time to get your groove on. And that's a great message too, right? Your groove, your true light shining, reaching out your hand to unite community. Get your groove on. Go move your body. Go to a place that maybe you've been wanting to try out. Happy spring equinox to my Flow State Tarot family. I'll see you soon for another video. Like and subscribe below. Leave me a little comment if this resonated with you. Maybe some seeds that you're excited to plant. And I will see you in a future video.